You're sorry? You sorry, sick of fucking shit bastard! I guess that's all for this update. Spider, 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 spider. Huh?
La base de datos de virus ha sido actualizada.
Okay. Aloha, love pups. I am Althemia, and today we are playing Yours game, which means I have to deal with 4 Peters now. Oh no, I could barely handle one of them. Now I got to deal with 4 of them. Well, let's see how this works out. This is a Your Boyfriend fan game, which we have been playing a lot recently, because I'm addicted. What can I say? But anyways, let's go. Please don't jump scare me at the beginning.
Hola.
Ah.
Antes de empezar, sentimos mucho que el juego haya tenido demasiados problemas. Logramos solucionar algunos errores que encontramos gracias a su feedback. Así que lo último que me queda decir es muchas gracias por jugar el juego y apoyarlo a pesar de tener estos pequeños inconvenientes. Ahora sí, disfruten. Pero qué mierda les pasa.
So that was cute. Huh? Since when have there been special scenes? Well, never mind. Tell me, what is your name? I guess my name is Althemia. Of course. Althemia. It's a pleasure having you here, Althemia. Have a beautiful day. Good luck. Things have been going well lately. There are a lot of complicated issues in my life, but it's something I can't control even if I wanted to. But it's better to leave that for another time. I have to focus on starting today and moving forward. I got up from my bed and looked around my room for a few minutes. How did I end up like this? I shook my head slightly and headed towards the closet so I could change my clothes for once. There now. What am I going to take from my desk? Oh, that guy is very talented. I really like his voice acting. As soon as I get my laptop fixed, I'll watch the latest stuff he's uploaded to his channel. On my 2000 cell phone, I can't watch EUTV. Mr. Poop JPEG, a very curious but clever name. Oh, there's a spider. Last night I drank for net class and didn't notice the cockroach drowned in it. I can still feel its tiny legs touching my lips. Ew. A kiss to death. Does it count as necrophilia? Ew. What's my pick doing here? I'm going to end up losing it at this rate. Prongles? I looked at the mask that was on the table. Why are you outside? It was a Halloween mask from one of my favorite potato chip brands. I got it through a promotion they did for that season. If you bought 3 packs of their chips, they gave you a themed mask of their mascot. It was quite ingenious. The blood stains on its cheeks and hair were actually barbecue sauce trying to create the illusion of being bloodied. I held it in my hands for a couple of seconds, and after examining it closely, I remembered why I had it on the desk. Fuck, I forgot about the costume party Tamara invited me to. I groaned at the thought of having to search for the rest of the costume in time if I wanted to leave here at a reasonable hour. I should stop saying yes to Tamara every time she invites me to one of her parties. Last time I woke up in the park pond. Ugh. I sighed as I took the mask and placed it on the bed. Then, with nothing else to do, I headed to my closet to look for the rest of the costume. After about 10 minutes, I laid out everything I was going to wear on a chair and went to look for the ticket Tamara gave me to enter the party without any problems. Upon finding it, I could see it noted that the party wasn't going to start for another 6 hours. I guess I could take a nap. That way I'll have energy when I get to the party. And I'll avoid Tamara killing me for not getting into the vibe. I walked to my bed and laid down again, taking my pillows and hugging them to sleep more comfortably. It had been 2 hours since I left home. Luckily, the weather was pleasant. Usually by this time, it tends to snow and get extremely cold, but I guess winter took pity on me today. I glanced down at my small ticket and reread the address written on the back. I paused for a moment to check if I was on the right street. As I looked up, I could see in the distance some people in costumes heading towards a big house, from which I could hear the music from where I stood. Lights of all colors were coming out of the house's windows. People were drinking and chatting around, and somehow a drunk guy was sleeping on the roof. Man, that's some skills. How'd he get on the roof? Damn, have they started already? I thought the party was just about to begin. I suppose I should go in now, or else tomorrow will go berserk without me. I quickly walked to the house. As I got closer, I could smell alcohol and a few other substances from miles away. They sure went all out for the party. Upon handing in my ticket and receiving my bracelet, I entered the house in search of Tamara. However, with the music blasting and people pushing me, it only made my search more complicated. Shit! How big is this fucking place? Where the hell are you, Tamara? As I continued navigating through the party, I feel like some people coming up to talk to me and invading my personal space. Some people grabbed me by the hips while others just placed their arms around my shoulders and tried to talk to me to have a good time with them. Oh no. This is why I don't like parties. I tried to refuse in the most normal way possible to avoid trouble. After all, they were just drunk people with a great need to hook up. Even though all of this made me incredibly uncomfortable, I couldn't do anything about it. I just wanted to find Tamara as soon as possible. I came with only one objective in mind, to get wasted. Fortunately, I could hear her voice in the distance, laughing loudly. Without waiting a second longer, I ran towards where her laughter was coming from, finding her with a tall guy as she sat on his lap on the couch. It seemed like she was going to have a great time tonight. Hey, you started the party without me, bitch. Tamara turned to look at me, somewhat frightened to notice that I was approaching her. She moved away from her date and came towards me. Althemia, what are you doing here? Well, I came to make bad decisions, if you know what I mean. Damn it, Althemia, why the hell did you come? What? Tam, you invited me to the party. Bought my ticket and everything. Why are you saying that? Oh no, you ignored your phone again, didn't you? As soon as she said that, I unconsciously started searching in my pockets, but I couldn't feel anything. Damn it, I forgot it at home. Tamara let out a sigh and took my hand, leading me to the bathroom. Hey, what about your date? It doesn't matter. I didn't even feel like hooking up with him that much. I was waiting for someone else. Upon entering the bathroom, Tamara forcefully closed the door behind her. It was clear that she was angry. How many times have I told you that you shouldn't ignore your phone no matter what happened to you? Fine, don't answer me, but you should leave here, and quickly. Could you at least tell me the reason? You always get mad at me when I don't come to one of your parties, and now that I'm here, you want me to leave. If you had read my messages, I wouldn't have to tell you. Althemia, he's here. I felt my blood turn cold when I heard her say that. My stomach began to twist in pain as I remembered my ex-boyfriend's face.
Y está buscándote. Traté de decirle que no ibas a venir y que no habíamos hablado en meses, pero ya sabes cómo es.
Oh, great.
Es mejor que te vayas.
And he's looking for you. I tried to tell him that you weren't coming and that we hadn't spoken in months, but you know how he is. It's better if you go. Instinctively, I looked around to see if he was hiding somewhere in the bathroom, but I found nothing out of the ordinary. I hated that my paranoia played with my mind, especially when it came to my ex. For someone so tall, he knew how to be discreet. At least when we were dating, he hid better than my dad when he went out for cigarettes. It's been months since we broke up, and still, I can't overcome the fear of seeing him again. Oh, dear. Will it always be like this? Will I have to run away from him whenever we're in the same place just because I didn't know how to end a relationship in time? It's a good reason, but I can't live peacefully if I keep thinking like that. I'm done with him, so there's nothing I can do about it. Or can I? I'm leaving. I quickly shook my head thinking about confronting that idiot. Surely all he wants is to go back to the old times. The disgusting times when he manipulated me, blackmailed me, hit me, and cheated on me every damn day. Oh, hell no. We ain't giving him a second chance. The fuck? Hell no. If I let that jerk find me, it will only cause trouble. After all, his masculinity is so fragile. And just by denying him something, everything turns into chaos. Hell no, we ain't dating him. Nope, we ain't even going to give him the time of day. We ain't even going to fight him. We ain't even going to yell at him. We're just going to walk out. I should have never come here. I understand you feel bad, but you should stop ignoring your responsibilities, Althemia. Stop scolding me, okay? I know I screwed up, but I just wanted to forget about the situation with Pet.
Oh, te dije que ese pendejo solo te pondría peor. Literalmente tomaste el consejo de un clavo saca otro clavo de la peor manera posible.
I told you that jerk would only make things worse. Literally, you took the to get over someone, get under someone advice in the worst possible way. But that doesn't matter anymore. After all, I was just a toy for him. I just want to leave here before the other jerk sees me and tries to follow me home. Again. Tomorrow looked somewhat concerned and let out a small sigh.
Ese maricón me debe una.
That faggot owes me one. She took out a small paper that she hid between her breasts and handed it to me.
Me pidió que te diera esta carta en cuanto te viera. Él supuso que no irías a verlo al aeropuerto, así que léelo cuando ya te hayas calmado en casa.
He asked me to give you this letter as soon as I saw you. He assumed you wouldn't go see him at the airport, so read it when you've calmed down at home. I wasn't really interested in what she was saying about the letter. I was looking towards the bathroom door to check that no one entered. I just wanted to get out of this damn place before Paithon found me and either attacked me or worse, assaulted me. Now get out of here, Althemia. Go through the back door. I'll watch the surroundings in case something happens. Thanks, Tam. I know it's a bad time, but don't you think you went too far with the costume? Why do you say that? I pointed to her chest as she looked down. She immediately blushed.
¿Por qué no me lo dijiste antes, imbécil?
Why didn't you tell me, asshole? Sorry, I like the view I was having. At least it helps me forget about pie.
Ay, ya lárgate, idiota. Al menos deberías agradecer de que soy una buena amiga y no me ando cogiendo a los novios de mis compas. Como ya sabes quién.
Get lost, idiot. At least you should be grateful that I'm a good friend and I don't mess around with my friends' boyfriends like you know who. Ex-boyfriend. Yeah, whatever. I left the bathroom smiling as I turned to see Tamara leaving there. I could still see she was struggling to fix her costume. I couldn't help but laugh a little seeing her like that. I guess that's the downside of having big boobs. But I had to leave before attracting more attention. I put the mask on so I couldn't be recognized, kept the note Tamara gave me, and ran out to the backyard, finally escaping from the party. I stopped for a moment to catch my breath. I had already distanced myself enough from the place, and there was no trace of pie. I took off the mask and called a taxi to take me home. After all the running, there was no way I was going to walk back. As I got into the car, I closed my eyes for a few minutes from exhaustion. As I looked out the window, I put my hands in my pants pocket and felt something in it. Pulling it out, I saw Pet's note. Without thinking twice, I tore the note into several pieces, opened a window, and threw them onto the street. I don't care what he wrote. I don't want his disgusting trash. Uh-oh. Um. Oh. And say I'm staying. I immediately shook my head, thinking about having to leave the party just because that jerk was here. That idiot surely wants us to reconcile after all the crap he did. I'm still surprised by how he's able to move on with his life as if nothing happened after manipulating, blackmailing, hitting, and cheating on me for over a year. I won't let a guy with fragile masculinity ruin my night just because I choose my well-being over fulfilling his narcissistic desire to conquer me again. Hey, you go, girl. I'm going to stay here. I don't care.
Pero si acabas de casi cagarte los pantalones cuando te dije que él estaba aquí. ¿En serio estás seguro?
But if you almost crapped your pants when I told you he was here, are you sure you... I decided to interrupt her. Tam, I know you want to protect me from everyone and especially from this jerk. But believe me, everything will be fine. I have to overcome what happened. Tamara just rolled her eyes and nodded. All right, but scream my name if you need help. I still don't think that jerk has changed. Remember what happened with you-know-who, right? Yeah, I know. But she was a bitch after all. I mean, even you fucked her. Ouch, that hurt. But it's true. In fact, I think I'd do it again. She moved her hips so well. Okay. I groaned at the thought of Tamara hooking up with my ex-best friend. I better go grab a drink or that image won't leave my head. If you do, please don't tell me how it went. I thought you were going to get over everything that happened. It's not the same for her. She betrayed me in the worst way, and you know it. Well, he also instigated her, but I understand what you mean. You should be grateful that I'm a good friend and I don't go around banging my friends' boyfriends. You're a slut, but at least you have standards. Guilty. Oh, my stars. Thanks for letting me know anyways, Tam. By the way, don't you think you went too far with the costume? Why do you say that? Look down, hun. I pointed to her chest, and as soon as she looked down, she immediately blushed.
Ay, ¿por qué no me lo dijiste antes, imbécil?
Why didn't you tell me, asshole? I like the view I was having. It's a good start for the party. Get out of here before I suffocate you with them. Oh, but that would be a prize, not a punishment. Tamara gave me a punch on the shoulder for what I was saying to her. At least I had to have some fun with her. I left the bathroom smiling. As I turned to see Tamara leaving, I noticed she was still struggling to fix her costume. I couldn't help but laugh a little seeing her like that. I guess that's the downside to having big boobs, but I had to leave before the good drinks ran out. The party went on for a good while. A lot of people were drinking and playing with the liquors to the point of seeing people taking vodka with from other bodies. Many of them weren't just drinking, but also smoking and inhaling a few other things. I got carried away by the atmosphere, and without thinking twice, I drank until my liver exploded. Along with a few others, we decided to play bets, almost leaving me without clothes and causing another group of guys to join us. It got to the point where we decided to try some of what they were inhaling, and due to its effects, we decided to play 7 Minutes in Heaven. It was undoubtedly a great party. I hadn't gone wild like that in a long time. I went up the stairs to the second floor looking for a room to rest. After everything I did, I really wanted to take a nap. However, out of nowhere, I felt someone pulling me into a dark room. Hey now. Who are you? Suddenly, a person wearing a strange mask had thrown me onto what seemed to be a bed, causing my mask to fall off. I tried to escape quickly, but he had positioned himself between the door and me, locking it. What the hell's wrong with you, fuckface? He continued to say nothing and just slowly approached me, so I began to step back. This isn't funny. Why did you trap me here? Because I've come to take something that belongs to me. Not found. What do you mean not found? I don't have anything of yours. What are you talking about? Isn't it obvious? I just want to have a good time with you. Out of fear, I almost tripped over the edge of the bed. I looked around to see if I could escape through somewhere else. However, I was running out of options, and this guy kept walking towards me. Uh-oh. His hand approached my face, and without thinking twice, he put one of his fingers on my lips. The fear I felt didn't allow me to scream. It's as if I had frozen at his touch. I closed my eyes, expecting the worst. But don't close your eyes. That takes the fun out of it. If keeping my eyes closed gets you away from me, then I'm keeping my eyes closed. Wait, I've heard that laughter before. Paithon? I slowly opened my eyes and saw the person in front of me taking off the mask.
Ding ding ding, parece que alguien adivinó.
Looks like we have a winner.
Y el premio por adivinar es un beso.
I don't want a kiss. Don't kiss me. And the prize for the winner is a kiss. I don't want a kiss. You go away. Bye-bye. Shoo shoo. I don't want a kiss from you. No, no. No. Hell no. Unconsciously, I hit him in the chest. You're a fucking idiot. What kind of psychopath are you to think that doing something like that would be a good idea? Well, it was just a little joke. Well, your stupid joke isn't funny, Paithon. Oh, come on, Pumpkin. I remember you used to love it when I played pranks on you. Where did the sense of humor that I adored so much go? It left when you cheated on me. He took my hand somewhat carefully, but I quickly pulled it away from his grasp. No. It died the day you decided to cheat on me. He rolled his eyes and spoke again. Can you please just forget that already? No! You played with my heart. No, I'd rather kill myself than to forget the crap that you put me through. I stood up, picked up my mask on the floor, put it back on, and quickly headed to the door to get away from that jerk. At this point, it might have been better if someone else had tried to mug me rather than see his stupid face. No, please wait. I just want to talk. And what makes you think I care about that? Because I was important to you at some point, or at least I want to believe that. Don't come up with that crap, Pie. Your dirty tricks won't work on me anymore. We're done. Face it. Get that shit inside your head. Without further ado, I grabbed the doorknob. But for some reason, I couldn't open the door. Not because it was still locked, but because I couldn't just leave like nothing had happened. Fuck my empathy. I sighed and turned to look at him. He was sitting on the bed, his back to me, seeming to have given up already. Damn it, why am I like this? Empathy, it's a curse. You have only one chance to speak. Make it quick. I said a bit resentfully. I could see him looking somewhat excitedly at me. After all, he managed to get what he wanted, my attention. Look, I know you'll think I'm going to say the same thing again. Well, you're starting just like the other times, so... Well, I promise it won't be the same. He patted the bed twice, indicating I should sit beside him. Rolling my eyes, I complied, and as soon as I sat down, he took my hand. What are you... Althemia, I truly regret hurting you so much. I genuinely apologize for acting irresponsibly and treating you more like an object than a person. Although there's no excuse for my actions, I know very well that you were the most important person in my life, even though our paths diverged. Pi, that sounds like it came straight from the internet. I swear on the most sacred thing in my life, which is you, that everything I'm saying comes from my heart. I felt him squeeze my hand a bit tighter as he started crying. Althemia, I want you to know that my intention was to protect you. To protect what I valued most people from who only wanted to use you. So your way of protecting me was by deceiving me? What a stupid conclusion you've reached. I know it's very hard to explain, and honestly, it wouldn't make sense. What I had with her was a mistake, plain and simple. I don't see why I should justify what I did after all. I let temptation get the better of me and lost the love of my life by doing so.
Por favor, permíteme corregir mis errores. Te prometo que trabajaré incansablemente para obtener tu perdón. Te demostraré con acciones, no solo palabras. Mucho que significas para mí.
Please, allow me to correct my mistakes. I promise I will work tirelessly to earn your forgiveness and show you with actions, not just words, how much you mean to me. I just want to return to the time when I was very happy. Commit to the relationship with the person I have loved the most.
Solo quiero estar contigo. Estoy dispuesto a cambiar por ti esta vez.
I just want to be with you. I'm willing to change for you this time. Fuck. Men crying is a weakness, and my empathy is getting the best of me. Something tells me I'm gonna regret this. I forgive you. His apology sounded sincere this time. He was even avoiding looking me in the eyes, I guess out of shame for everything that happened. I let out a small sigh and intertwined our fingers, resting my head on his shoulder. You're aware of how much you hurt me, right?
Todos los días estoy consciente de ello.
I'm aware of it every day. I felt his thumb stroke my palm. It felt really good to hold his hand again after all this time. What happened that day hurt me a lot. I really wish to have your support. I understand. I don't expect you to forgive me for leaving you that time, but I'll do everything possible to fix my mistakes and show my commitment to you. Silence filled the room, but I felt kind of a tranquility while we were together, trying to forget the wounds of the past. Paithon. Yes? I hate you, he said, looking away. And I hate admitting that I still love you despite everything. Do you mean it? Yes, but believe me, this will be the last time I'll forgive you. I'll trust that you change and try to improve. Not for the relationship, but for me.
Ay, preciosura, no tendría ningún otro motivo para poder hacerlo.
I just got tackled. Oh, darling, I wouldn't have any other reason to do it. Suddenly, I felt him remove my mask and start kissing me somewhat intensely. His hands roamed all over my body, caressing my hips and waist somewhat firmly. I tried to keep up with his rhythm, but I couldn't. It seemed to get wilder as time passed. I felt his crotch rubbing insistently against mine, causing me to release small sighs amidst the kiss. The sensation became more intense, so I pulled away a bit, causing him to let out a small groan. Pi, I don't think I can do that just yet.
Pero ha pasado mucho tiempo desde que te tuve en mis brazos. No puedo contenerme.
But it's been a long time since I held you in my arms. I can't hold back. I understand, but I can't do it after we reconciled. He looked a bit angry, but then placed his hand on my cheek and gently stroked it. It's okay. I'll be patient for you. Okay, I thought that was about to go real bad. I smiled a bit and kissed him again, but this time the kiss was gentle. When I pulled away, I placed my hands on his chest. By the way, yes? What are you wearing under the robes? It seems like you're not wearing anything down there. Pai chuckled a bit, then lifted his robe, showing me what he was hiding. That's because I'm not wearing anything underneath. Oh, okay. Sir, put it away. Put it away. I felt my cheeks blush instantly upon seeing him like that. It had been a long time. It had been a long time since I'd seen his member. I'm good. I'm good, kind sir. You still have time to take those words back and have some fun with us, Pumpkin. No, thank you. I don't want to. I felt my eyelids getting heavier and the room spinning. I was losing my balance. I think the effects of the brownie I ate a while ago are starting to kick in. I walked towards Pai to hug him. However, I could only fall into the bed and close my eyes. Did I really make a good decision by getting back with him? I hope he keeps his word this time. And a shocker to nobody, he does not keep his promise. Oh, yeah. Oh shit, I loaded over that. Load. I was so in shock at what I witnessed. I couldn't. What did I just witness? Okay, hang on. We gotta play some skippity doos to get back to the part I wanted to. Okay, let me resave. Yes, return. It's over. Which I feel like I'm regretting now. Was that Pai in the closet? I couldn't tell. There was too much going on. It's over. His apology sounded sincere, yet did he really want to go through all this again? No. I loved him a lot, but what we had is over now. Paithon, I forgive you. It's okay. He looked at me with a hopeful smile. However, it was erased once I opened my mouth again. But I can't deal with this anymore. I'm rebuilding my life. But we can do it together. He got too... He got too close to me, invading my personal space. Maybe in the past I wouldn't mind, but now it feels dangerous. No, Paithon, you don't understand. This isn't about us anymore. This can still be about us. Don't you understand, Althemia? I'm doing all of this for you. Paithon... We can do better. You just have to trust me. Come on, don't be like that with me, baby. We both know we're meant to be together. His hands moved forward and grabbed my waist, pulling me closer to him. I tried to push him off, but despite his malnourished body, he was fucking strong. I woke up the next day in the same room Pai had locked me in, but he wasn't there. Instead, I found Tamara lying next to me. Seeing me, she just yawned sitting next to me. Oh. Good morning, Angel. You had a restless night from what I can see. I had a restless night. You look like you got hit by a truck. Ugh. Fucking pie. What? My head hurt, and things weren't clear. I didn't remember very well what had happened with Pi. I looked at the sheets that were covering me and managed to see some small bloodstains. At that moment, everything that happened last night came back to my mind, and I quickly covered them with my hand so Tamara could not see them. So, everything is okay with Paithon? Her voice brought me out of my thoughts. I couldn't tell her what happened. I had to swallow my pride and pretend I had already worked out the situation with him. It's not your fault. After all, I caused this by staying. It was my fault. My fucking fault. Yes, everything's fine. We talked and we agreed to try to work out whatever we have now. Who loves you will not judge you. I couldn't help but feel great pressure in my chest as I remembered everything that had happened to me, and if I told Tamara, she would be very disappointed in me. After all, she warned me, and I didn't listen. We all make mistakes, but this wasn't your fault. He tried to take care of me, and I just caused everything to go to hell. I tried to leave as quickly as possible, so I got up and started grabbing my stuff. I have to go now. I forgot that I have to pay rent today.
Ay, mierda. Eres un desastre. Está bien, te dejaré para que te vistas. Pero quiero todos los detalles.
Shit, you're a mess. Okay, I'll leave you to get dressed at your leisure. But I want all the details. I'm good. I'm good. I smiled, looking away, resting my gaze on the mask Paithon wore the night before. He had forgotten it on the floor. Yeah, sure. When I got back to my apartment, my body felt resentful from the previous night's struggle. I went to the bathroom and turned on the shower, not caring about having my clothes on. I could still feel his hands touching my whole body and wanted to clean it somehow. This guy will lead me to my doom, and I'm allowing it. I'm so sorry. You're sorry? I couldn't control myself. You're sorry? You sorry, sick of fucking shit bastard! While the credits are rolling. This came out at Christmas? Oh my stars, so that's only one of them. I didn't even think of that. That's only one of 4 Peters. So before we continue, my love pups. If that, this is obviously going to go up onto my Patreon, so only my Patreons gets to see this. And I kind of hate that because, well, no, because I wouldn't want this on YouTube anyways. But my love pups, if you guys are ever in a situation like this, where you feel like, where you get into something like this, you know, we all make mistakes, okay? We all make mistakes. It's okay. But if something ever happens to you guys like this, it is not your fault. They put you in that situation. They forced themselves upon you. And it is not your fault. I promise you. Because I've gone through it. I am a victim of it. And I blamed myself for a while. I honestly did. It took a while. It took a long time for me to open up and start talking to my friends about this thing. And to get help from therapy. But I'm still in therapy. I'm still getting the help I need. And you guys are not alone. You guys really are not alone. And I promise you that things will get better. It always feels really dark and really scary at first. Honestly, what helped me through the most is that I ended up getting a dog, Kalea, as you guys all know. So if you're in a situation where you're trying to recover but you can't, maybe try getting a dog. Maybe, you know, try to get a cat or something to help distract you a little bit. But if you do go to therapy and you get a therapist and a psychiatrist, make sure they are ones that you guys can trust. Make sure you guys feel comfortable with them and everything. Because if you don't feel comfortable with your psychiatrist or therapist, you can request a new one. But yeah, just know that you guys are not alone if you ever go through something like that. Sorry, I have the game up and it just like electrocuted itself still. But just know that, like what the little things in the corner said, your friends, your true friends will not judge you. The people in your life, your family, they will not judge you if they really care for you. They will help you. So don't try to hide from them. You know, don't try to hide from them. Try your best. Just keep on living. Search for that light that you have. Search for that joys that you still have in you. You know, they might have taken a big part of you, but they did not take your life. And I know it's hard, but you shouldn't take your life either. It's just... And whatever abuser, if they try to come back, just... I will admit, some of them do change. Some of them do actually go through stuff and change. But if you don't want to go back to them, then don't go back to them. It's your life, not theirs. If they feel like only you can help fix them, that's their problem. Because they're not the only things that, they're not the only things that, you're not the only thing that can fix them. And it's not your job to fix them. They can get help themselves just like how you can get help. Kind of speaking in circles now. But yeah. I hope my message reaches out to you guys. But as much as but let's go ahead and end this video there on that note. Just so everybody can get some relaxation in. Remember to take deep breaths and remember that people out there love you, love pups. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, obviously. So just remember to take care of yourselves and that there are voices out there that need to be heard, and your voice can be one of them that can be heard. But alright, I'll stop talking in circles now. Love you, love pups. See you in the next video.